Hey guys, we're back again. Clayton Squires with Santa Lucia's High School in Palm Beach County. Today, what we're going to look at is this benchmark right here, 912A615. Examine key events and people in Florida history as they relate to the United States. For whatever reason, on the EOC, a lot of people forget some of the things that are really and truly important about Florida and how they relate to World War II and the Cold War. So it's pretty brief, but let's get right into it. Okay. Now, one thing that a lot of people maybe forget, or maybe they had never been before, so they seem to not pick up on it, is that Florida's home to Cape Canaveral. Why is that important? Well, it's home to NASA, where they regularly launch rockets like this. All right, and this is actually pretty close to Orlando. So if I were to try to put a dot on the map where Cape Canaveral is in Florida, right about there, right along the ocean. And then Orlando's just due west, just maybe 40 miles west. So that's very, very important. Why is it also important? Well, because federal money was injected into Florida, building all of these rockets. All of the scientists, we talk about rocket scientists making a lot of money and having a lot of, smarts. Well, when you have very intelligent people with a lot of money, what typically happens is that people follow the money. So businesses spring up around Cape Canaveral to support Cape Canaveral. If someone's making rocket engines, well, do you want to build the rocket engines somewhere out here, or do you want to build them closer? So you have a whole industry that forms around Cape Canaveral. And the money injected into Florida was very, very big. It boosted the economy, it attracted businesses, and ultimately residents. What happens over time is that the population just starts to increase and increase and increase. People want to come here on vacation. There's jobs, opportunities available because the government keeps throwing in money. And obviously, if the government keeps throwing in money, the residents are going to just steadily increase. Okay. Also, another thing that comes up is the Cuban Missile Crisis. During the Cold War, Cuba had missiles aimed at Florida in case of an invasion or an attack on Cuba, and the Soviets had supplied those missiles to Cuba. And so what we see here is the missile range. Every circle is essentially how far some of the missiles in Cuba could reach. So they had missiles in Cuba that could reach Los Angeles, potentially. Some of the missiles that they had could reach out to Dallas. Some of the missiles that they had were even shorter range, but that could reach Miami, West Palm Beach. So that's what we see here when we're looking at this picture. Another thing that happens during the Cold War is that Communist Cuba, because of Fidel Castro, there was a migration of immigrants fleeing the country. And this is called the Mariel Boat Lift. Because they were unhappy with the communist regime here, people started slowly making their way out, and then all of a sudden there was a flood. And Cubans got in boats and floated their way to Miami. And that was in the 1980s. All right, I hope you liked the video. Hit the like button if you liked it, and I'll see you soon. Take care.